CEO of Dreamtime Creative. We're very, very excited about the project Forgotten Women of Wakefield. It's about bringing to the public's attention those women who have influenced the cultural landscape of Wakefield, and they are, on the whole, forgotten or conveniently written out of Wakefield's history. Today, a project starts which focuses on Dame Alice Bacon. And we've got 10 participants who are currently very excitedly researching Alice Bacon with a view to bringing parts of her story to life and then responding to the things that she brought to our community, such as reforming the education and how their lives are affected by that in a really positive way. It's really wonderful that we're heading towards International Women's Day on March the 8th, where we will be performing our interpretations of Alice Bacon's life and giving our own responses through spoken word at that event at Wakefield One.
I've lived in Wakefield all my life. I've never heard anything about Alice Bacon until today, and I'm astounded at her achievements, and I'm also appalled at and furious about that I don't know about her, and I'm wondering why I don't know about her. She's a very well-travelled, well-educated woman from a working class background. I think mostly what struck me from a film that we saw about her was her influence around the decriminalisation of homosexuality and the legalisation of abortion and the abolition of the death penalty. So 3 really major humanitarian issues, and I'm thinking she must have really angered a lot of people because of that and because of her commitment to justice. So I think not hearing about it has made me feel more committed to this project and shouting about it and letting other people know as much as I can.
My name's Steve Williams and I'm here today learning about Alice Bacon. She's a woman that I've never even heard of really before I was asked to come along to this course. We found out that Alice was part of the decriminalisation of homosexuality. As a queer man, that's a massive part of my history, and not only that, but she was also part of Europe, and Europe has been instrumental in gaining rights for LGBT people, not just in the UK, but across Europe as a whole. So the fact that we don't know much about Alice really speaks to the way in which we've marginalised women's voices and queer voices, and I feel like uncovering Alice's history also helps us uncover those forgotten parts of ourselves.
We must remember that this bill is to deal with the ill, the crippled and probably the depressed, and that for these people an ounce of warm humanity is worth a ton of cold legality. Thank you, Alice. Thank you,
Hi, my name's Sue Shepherd. As it is, Alice Bacon is a tenuous link to myself, that my nana and Alice Bacon were related through marriage. Alice Bacon, well, what can you really say? Today we've been doing like improvisation of what we thought she'd do. So we picked out when she was 16 and she was doing her first speech, and you know, thinking about a young girl now of 16, how she would be. She'd be nervous, she'd be terrified of all the MPs and politicians. And also we run it through, we started with the speech and then we run it through backwards into where she went into the miners, into the pubs and talked with those and what they actually thought about Alice. How could a woman from Normanton become so powerful, but justly so?
I thought she was brilliant. I'm Jo. Today on the session that we've been doing about Alice Bacon, we've been looking at pictures and things that happened to her and bringing those to life in drama pieces, freeze framing and then acting them out. And we've acted out how we thought she might have reacted, but then also the people around her. And I think that's what's really interesting for me. seeing how different voices around her might have shaped her thoughts. And that impacts on me by thinking about how I've allowed voices around me to impact on my thoughts. And maybe some of those negative people, you know, sometimes men, sometimes women, who might maybe knock you off track a little bit, the kind of things that it seemed to me like they were doing with Alice. And I think that's really amazing and really inspiring to see how confident, I mean, she was more confident at 16, I think, than I have ever been in my life. And I think I'm drawing that confidence from her and thinking about how much more I could do to sort of share my voice and share the voices of other women who can do so much good as well.
My name's Halima, and today we've been acting out loads of different parts of Alice's life. We were all impressed by the fact that she was only 16 when she gave her first speech, and I thought it was very brave that at the last minute she said she'll abandon the speech. I don't know how anyone has that kind of courage, but it's quite inspiring.
I suggest that these right honourable gentlemen in front of me have been taking backhanders. Have you not, gentlemen? What do you have to say to this Parliament?
Wow, it's so powerful.
Yeah, we got
what
support.
We don't have to
Your
go into
teacher.
service, and we don't have to sew and knit
Where's your mum?
Thank you.
Well done, Alice. Come on, girl. Yorkshire lasts through and through. You can do it, girl. You can.